right. Let's see, how do we start the stream on Twitter? Trading, public, verified accounts. Start immediately. Let's see. Dang, I'm trying to get this thing set up. How do you do this Twitter thing, bro? Let's see, producer. Hello. Let's see, and let's go start another one. See, finance, title, live trading, everyone. All right, create broadcast. So how do you see the chat in Twitter? All right, so I think I'm gonna go live on Twitter now. All right, so we're live. All right, bet. How do I see the chat? Yo, what's good, Sheath? What's up, guys? Sorry, I was just getting some stuff like set up. You know, like trying to figure out how to go live on X as well. I have no idea how to see the chat on X, but I can see it on YouTube. I guess I'll just figure it out. Let me see if I like go to x.com and if I have to like open up my own stream or something like that. Let's see. Do I need to do that? Like, is that what I need to do? No. Let's see. Do I need to do that? Like, oh yeah, that's how we do it. All right. So let me just go ahead and mute all my streams. There we go. Damn, that kind of sucks though. I can't really see. And then we'll go and do that. OBS on this side. Crunch it a little bit. See if we can get this thing smaller. No, we can't. On the X page. What's going on, guys? Video is good, but voice is a little low. All right, hold on. Let me go and turn up my mic volume. Let's see. Is it better now? Like, is it? Let me know once it's like better. You can maybe look at your phone, like in your own stream. Yeah, right. Like, look, yeah. Let me do that. Cause like, I can't look. I don't even know what the comments are on X. Yeah, it's good. All right, sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, my bad, guys. The first stream, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be, you know, great. I'm kind of an old head, bro. First stream, you know what I'm saying? Why is it? Yeah, mute that on Twitter. Can I pop this out? There we go. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Clay? All right, so we got Clay on X, and then, yo, what's up, guys? All right, my bad, yo. I'm just trying to get everything set up. Dude, this Twitter thing. But you know what I could do? Honestly, I could just do like the little split screen. I'm gonna just do this. Sorry, so that we can see both chats. And then whenever I want to clip something, I'll just pop up my OBS and then clip it. So that way I have some, like, you know, some shorts. Did you take your first payout? No, not yet, brother. Not yet. We're working on it, man. So all right, so let me go over. Let's and let me know if like there's any issues in the stream. What's up, Shadow? What's up, Clay? What's up, Pranav? What's up, Sheath? What's up, everybody? But let me go over kind of like what I'm looking at going into the open, and then we can like talk about, you know, like payouts and everything like that. Because right now, I mean, there's nothing that's telling me that I should be taking a trade within the first 15 minutes of market open. And I'll go over like some circumstances to where it's like I will take a trade before the first 15 minutes, you know, before the opening range is set. But right now, because of where we are, where price is, we're not at an area of interest for me. If I want to look for a long, I kind of need to look for a long off the daily VWAP. But I'm a little bit skeptical of doing that. And it's just because like I'm just a bit unclear. Like for example, right now we've basically, all right, so what I'm looking at, right, if we're looking at the hourly chart, this is where I like to find my levels. And what I'm looking at right now is that we basically just made like a higher high, right? We're kind of rallying back up. We're moving higher, and you know, we just made a higher high. And so basically what I want is for a pullback, right? And then if we like think, okay, where are buyers most likely to make a pullback to? Well, we can either make a pullback to this level, right? Or even this level. But I strongly believe that, and again, I'm not trying to predict. I'm obviously going to be reactionary, right? I want to react to price, not really predict. But if I'm looking at this, right, you have to understand, think of what people are looking at, right? Some people are looking at fair value gaps. Some people are looking at these types of levels, right? So we have a level right here and a fair value gap, 1 hour fair value gap right here. This is a place to where there was a strong lack of sellers in the market. So that's why we had like a lot of buyers. And so if I'm looking at price, okay, we just made a higher high. We're obviously rallying higher. I mean, for the last couple of weeks since the 25th of April, we've been, you know, just making higher highs, higher lows, moving higher. And now we're kind of like breaking structure. We're kind of like breaking the downtrend structure that we had previously, right? Like we're breaking this. We broke this lower high right here. We broke all these lower highs, right? So bulls are clearly in play, and we have a lot of bullish news, especially around tariffs and stuff. So if I'm looking to get in and I want to say, okay, where is a good spot for me to get in? Well, I mean, this 1 hour fair value gap looks like a really nice spot to look for a long, right? And it's also pretty nice because we have a level down here at 58.10, you know? And if we look back, let's just see where I got this level, all right? And this level was from a significant lower high that I found. If we look at kind of just like on the 4 hour time frame, we're going to see again, where's that level at? 58.10, right? This is a significant lower low right here, or sorry, higher low, okay? This is before the chop. This was like on January 13th. And that's why I brought this, I marked off this level because of, okay, like this, out of like all the other higher lows, like this one stands out to me because it was like a deep pullback. And then from here, I mean, we clearly saw like a lot of buyers step in at this level. So I just want to see how price reacts. We see that around this level, again, we rejected this level, made a lower high once we were kind of moving down. right? And now we just got a bullish reaction. We ripped through it, right? So again, like I said, if I'm expecting to get in long, I need a pullback. Like that's the thing. Like buying the highest price is not a good idea, right? Because you could take a lot of unnecessary drawdown. I am just 3% away from passing my 200K. Nice, bro. That's sick. So I'm looking at order blocks. Yeah, they're like, there's like a bunch of other stuff that people are looking at, you know? Like for me, this is the way like I like to kind of like see the market. And I'm sorry if I kind of like suck at reading chat. I'm gonna be like pretty bad at reading chat until I get better at this. But yeah, I mean that's just kind of like what I'm looking at today. And if we're just honestly looking at the 15-minute right now, I mean that kind of like lines up as a VWAP trader as well. Like if I'm looking at that 1 hour fair value gap, I mean what else is within that 1 hour fair value gap? Well, we have the daily VWAP, right? So it's like kind of like perfect alignment. Sorry about that. We have like this level right here, 1 hour fair value gap and the daily. So if we are going to continue higher, oh, I'm streaming on the Sondel 31. Yeah, dude, I don't know why. Like that's fine. No, it's okay. But if we are going to be like pushing higher, then I mean this is the area that I'm interested in, right? Now, if you're like kind of like a mean reversion trader and you're saying, okay, you know what, I understand right now, like sellers are stepping in. Like you can clearly see that we have some type of ceiling. Buyers, they don't really have the juice to kind of continue higher. So if you're a mean reversion trader, I mean, as soon as we close below this level, maybe you can get in short, right? Trading it down to that fair value gap. But I'm not really a counter trend trader. I like to kind of like trade with the trend. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm in alignment with the trend. This is the area of interest to where I would like to get long in, manage my risk, bada bing, bada boom, and we're chilling, you know? Before I enter long, like I'm not just going to like enter long just immediately as soon as like price hits this area. I want to be reactionary. I want to react properly to price. I want price to kind of like develop some type of structure. So I have a clear area as to where I should put my stop. Because let's just say if like we get in long as soon as prices touches this area, well then where do you put your stop? You know, I kind of want price to kind of like come down, right? Develop some type of structure, show me that buyers are stepping in, and then kind of move higher, right? With this, you know, you get in and you have a clear place to put your stop, and you just go for like 1 hour, right? Or however much profit you're trying to get. But what's up, Clits? What's up going on, man? Nah, yeah, we made this switch, bro. We're no longer a gamer. We're a finance bro now, you know what I'm saying? But that's kind of like what I'm looking at going into the market open. And we're working to get our first payout, bro. So today what we're going to be doing is we're only going to be trading our 50K Top Step account. We're just going to be focusing on one account at a time. The reason why I'm focusing on the Top Step account is because it's kind of like fairly clear in terms of like how to get a payout. You just need 5 days of making $200 and then you get a payout, right? And so that's what I'm going to do to get my first payout. I may burn this account, but at the same time, I'm trying to get paid. I'm trying to put this money in my pocket so that way I can like develop the confidence I need in order to get like more and more payouts. You know what I'm saying? But it's a no news Monday. So, I mean, dude, like literally this market can do nothing all day, which would suck big time, right? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But that's what I'm looking at. What do you got? What do you guys have any like levels? Anything? You know, what are your areas of interest that, if price gets to where you'd like to put some risk on in this market? You guys in chat? You guys looking at any levels or anything like that? See, I was rambling and talking. I missed the opening bell. Crazy. You're cooked? Why are you cooked, bro? I have no idea what's going on. It's funny, brother. It's all good, brother. You might learn something, you know? You might learn something. But what are you guys looking at, Pranav? You looking at any levels? Like what do you like to trade? Are you a VWAP trader, a fair value gap trader? What type of trader are you, brother? We have no news today. Hopefully this market moves. with that being said, low key, dude, I kind of want VWAP. Okay, nice. Do you like trade the like what would you say is like the most important VWAP, or do you know what your most profitable VWAP is? Like, is it like the daily, the New York, the previous day's New York, or um are you the type of guy to like anchor VWAPs at the highs or lows and then just kind of like trade off that? Because I know my honestly like in the past, like I know my most profitable VWAP is the New York VWAP, but a lot of times it's whenever like the New York VWAP is kind of like in alignment with the daily. So let's say we have the New York VWAP right here, just like above the daily. And then if price comes down and retests both those, like those are like my most profitable setups. Like that's what I kind of like to see, and that gives me like a lot of confidence like to take a trade, especially if I'm like kind of like going with trend. Evan style, okay, yeah, no, Evan style is very disciplined. I mean, that dude, he's the one who taught me how to trade, bro. Him and Austin, bro. Like I would not be where I am without them. Like salute to Evan and Austin for real, and James and JB. But that's what's up. Okay, so you're definitely gonna wait out the first 15 minutes and just let price action kind of like play out. That's what's up. All right, so we can just go on the lower time frame here, and let's go into regular trading hours. Let's just see. All right, so we got the 1 hour Fair Value Gap here. I'll just go back on the electronic trading hours in a little bit. All right, we're gonna go back on electronic trading hours just because I want to see the daily view up as well. But again, this is kind of a cool open, you know. Let's just see when buyers would like to step in. Like I said, we don't have to 100% fill this fair value gap, but again, we just got to be reactionary. The thing about VWAPs is like, I'm pretty sure you know this too, Pranav, to where like, bro, you know VWAPs is never going to be like 100% perfect. So like price can literally like just go here and then run from here, or it can like literally go below the VWAP and then come back up, right? Like we just have to react properly. You know what I'm saying? I started looking into VWAP. Nice. Yeah, no, VWAP is pretty, VWAP's simple. That's why I like VWAP. It's like pretty simple. Like I just have like certain levels on my charts and then VWAP, you know? And that's kind of it. I like to trade with trend, trading off levels and VWAP, pretty much, you know? If I'm like, you know, taking like a mean reversion trade, let's say like we have VWAP above us, but price is like making a pullback. Well, if we like pull back to like a fair value gap or like even a level, then I'll just like take a long off there and then like ride that up to, you know, whatever VWAP I'm kind of targeting. Like normally it's like the closest VWAP. So let's say like if I'm about to take a long off the daily, I'm going to take my profit, or I'm going to lock some profit in at the New York VWAP, because I know like, okay, there can be sellers that step in on this, around this area, right? And that's you know, that's scalping. Yeah, but your analysis cleared confusion. Yeah, what confusion though? Were you having, bro? Because this is just how I see the market. You know what I'm saying? Like what I just kind of like showed you guys. That's just how like I kind of see the market in my own little way. And I know Evan and Austin, they see the market. They kind of, you know, Austin only looks at VWAP. You know, and he kind of uses like the Mag 7 stocks as well, and the VIX to kind of like guide him. Or, well, no, now he's like using a lot more Bookmap. And then Evan, he's more of okay, let me look at the 15 minute, the 1 minute, maybe check on us on what stocks are doing, and then he's like, you know, he's keeping it simple. Like everyone has their like own little craft of like how they look at the market. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that I don't want to counter trend on is the sellers coming. I like to go with the 15-minute trends with holding the daily VWAP. Yeah, definitely. So like if you're looking at the 15-minute trend, I mean, clearly like it's like we're bullish, right? Like it's like clear as day, we're definitely bullish. Where's the daily? What? Why did it just disappear on my screen? There we go. All right, that was weird. But you know, obviously like clearly we're bullish, right? So you may be looking at the same thing I am. You may be looking to take a long here. You know, just because the first 15 minutes is kind of like opening up like this, doesn't mean, hey, we're bearish today. You know what I'm saying? I used to, dude, I literally, like, when I first started trading, bro, if like with the open like this, I'd be like, oh, dude, we're bearish, bro. and I'd just be looking for sells, and I'd just get burnt so hard because I wasn't looking at the higher time frame, bro. And like, oh boy, have we grown, bro? Like, dude, it's. I just look at the decisions I used to make, bro, and I'm just like, bro, what the heck, bro? Like, you doing? How do you set daily and New York VWAP? All right, brother. So you can either anchor it, right? The daily VWAP is just set again at the start of the future session. So it's like around 1800 on Eastern Standard Time. So you just anchor right there. You just set it to the daily right there, right? And then I like to, have mine like dotted white. And then for the actual anchor settings, let's go to settings. What I'll do is I'll put like, make sure it's like on open, high, low, close, divided by 4, right? And then you kind of like want to do that. That's what Brian Shannon, the godfather of VWAP, that's what he recommends. But if you want like an automatic anchored VWAP, what you can do, or sorry, if you want an automatic anchored daily VWAP, what you can do is you can just download, not download, but use this indicator by Lux Algo and ASFX. This is like Austin's VWAP, and these are my settings for it. These are my settings for it. Feel free to like pause, take a quick screenshot. But this is my settings for it. But for the New York and like previous New York anchored VWAP, like I'll literally just like put an anchor, like just put an anchor myself, But all right, let me go ahead and flip the scene. Let me yeah, you good, Cliff. Thanks for showing up, man. But let me go ahead and let me show you my execution so you guys can see the exact trades that I'll be taking. Nah, let's not do that one. Let's do this view. Yeah, let's do this one. So you guys can actually see the trades that I'm taking. Oh yeah, and then also, I mean, obviously, like we're journaling. We took screenshots of the levels today. We took screenshots of the 15-minute as well. And like I said, we have no news today. We have CPI tomorrow. We have retail sales and unemployment claims on Thursday, and then prelims on Friday. So, we have some news this week. You know what I'm saying? But today's a no news Monday. So again, let's keep risk tight. It's the beginning of the week. We got the whole month to make some money. So let's just do it in a smart way. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do it in a smart way. Let's see. And this is honestly how my month has been. 3 red days, 2 green days, and then, I mean, this is only $6. I'd say this is like break-even day. And I take this on one account. Like, this is like kind of like me across like all of my funded accounts, right? But now I'm shifting my focus to, okay, I'm only trading one funded account. I made a huge Twitter post, and I got a lot of good feedback from a lot of way more experienced traders, right? And so if I want to get my first payout, I'm just going to be focusing on my top step for right now. Get this. I mean, I can either burn the account or make the $1,000 that I need to take my first payout. And at that point, I mean, yeah, this account will be burnt. But it's okay. I have another XFA. And with that one, I'd run it for longer. But also I have some top 1 accounts as well. But we're not going to be touching the top 1 accounts right now. We do have to take 1 trade a week on the top 1 accounts just to keep them eligible. And we will be doing that, but on a Nose News Monday, I'm not doing that. I'm going to be taking that. I'm going to be very picky with those 1 trades I take. It needs to be like a clear setup, a clear day to where there's like absolutely no confusion. What's Edgefill stats shows about gap fill and orb? So I no longer have Edgefill. I deleted my subscription with Edgefill just because I don't really use it like that anymore. I used to use it a lot. But again, it works. Maybe some people love it. I loved it for a while, but honestly, it was definitely unnecessary for me personally. There's some really good stats. It can give you a really solid edge, but I also feel like with enough like back testing and also like forward testing, like kind of like the likelihood. Like you may not know the exact percentages like Edgefill gives you, but I mean you could after seeing these patterns repeat itself, I mean you kind of like have a good idea, but. But Edgefill is a good tool. Like, I mean, I used to use Edgefill. I liked it. It's just an unnecessary expense for me personally right now, But, yeah. So, we have the opening range being set pretty soon. We have the opening range high at 58.52 in a third. And then we have the opening range low right now at 58.20. So, we have... about what, a 30-point opening range? 30 32-ish. Yeah, 32-ish points opening range. So it's a fairly nice size opening range. Like I said, our area of interest is around here. We're going to look to see how buyers are able to step in. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking for. We have the daily VWAP. We're at the daily VWAP right now. If I kind of like show you guys the trading view. Let's look at the trading view. And then the cool thing is right here is like what I'm looking for basically is like, if we find buyers around here, right? And we like rip through the New York VWAP, like we rip through that thing, bro. I'm not taking profits there. That could be a good spot to like add into your position, right? If you like rip through it. But if we're kind of like just like kind of like cutting through it slowly, then maybe we want to be a little bit more cautious. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to be more cautious. But let's see if buyers step in here. I mean, this may be a good spot for us to kind of get long. So let's see. Let's see. You guys will be able to see my executions and everything like that. So, and on the next stream, I'm going to try to have some music because, I mean, having no music is kind of boring. But I just don't want to get like kind of copyright striked on YouTube. All right, so we're sitting at the daily VWAP. We do have to be careful though, because around like 11 o'clock, that's when Daddy Trump likes to talk his mess, or not mess, like, but you know, that's when he likes to kind of like, you know, send his little tweets and talk, and yeah, that can cause a lot of volatility. So let's see, we're looking at financial juice right now. I mean, here, let me show you like financial juice. Let's look at it together. So if we're looking at financial juice right now, we have Trump holds presser with health secretary. Fed's Kugler speaks. That's at 10:25. All right, so we have. I don't know how impactful that is. It doesn't really seem impactful. But again, I feel like we're just in a very volatile market, so you just kind of like have to. It's like generally like good to be careful. You know what I'm saying? It's generally good to be careful. My bias is maximum long. Don't want to get confused and took some unnecessary trade as I close to pass my account. Wait, so you took I'm confused. So you said you did take a trade this morning or you haven't yet? Because I know you said you're very close to passing your account. Like you think you can pass, like how many trades do you think it's going to take you to pass your account? Like 1 or 2? Or like you're like a couple trades away? Because you said it's like the 200K. All right, so let's see if we get some buyers to step in at the fair value gap. Right now, we're kind of cutting through. I took a trade on morning. Oh, okay, gotcha. Are you Eastern? Like, are you US or are you kind of like you trade like? Do you normally trade the New York session or you trade like London? Like, what time zone are you in? Pour me another drink. Now after today, dude, I'm telling you, Indian time, right? So you're more on the Eastern Hemisphere. Dang. So do you trade London session, bro, or? Because I mean, it's probably late, right? Like it has to be like what 9 o'clock at night for you or something like that. Yeah, bro. There was some crazy stuff happening this weekend, man. I mean, didn't it get resolved though? Like, isn't it over? I mean, stay safe, bro, because that's brutal. You know, war is not good. War is not a good thing. Stay safe. But is anyone taking any trades? Like, what are we looking at? What are we looking at, guys? I kind of, let's see the 15 minute. All right, so we're starting a new 15-minute candle. We can definitely see some buyers step in here. So let's pay attention. Let's see if we want to put on some risk. Like I said, I do want structure to kind of be built. I don't want to really rush into anything. But this does look nice. I'm not going to lie. Like if I'm taking a long, I mean, this long looks fairly nice. We have not yet touched that 1 hour fair value gap, right? So that's something I definitely want to kind of like look out for a little bit and like just, you know, not be cautious, but just understand that, hey, price could still try to retest that 1 hour fair value gap that's below us. Okay. On top of that, we have a 15-minute fair value gap within this candle right here from the 3 a.m. candle, right? You mark it off like from here to here. So technically we're already in that 15-minute fair value gap right now. So we can go, like we can see buyers step in right now and go, right? We can definitely, that's very, it's very likely. And I might get in long here. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get in long. We're going to put we're going to fill it out. Stops there. We'll add like 3 more contracts on there. Let's see. Kind of get in very small. We're going to put like up to $250 of risk per trade. We'll try 2 times and then yeah, so we got to get through. I want to see a close through that daily VWAP. If we get a nice close through that daily, through the New York VWAP, then I feel real good about this long. Or we'll put in a small filler position. Oh, wait. I'm not even showing you guys my execution. My bad. There we go. All right. All right. So we're in a bit of profit. Let's get a nice candle closure through the dailies, like through the New York. I feel like, dude, like we can definitely like kind of go higher, but at the same time, is this enough of a pullback though? That's the thing. Is this enough of a pullback? Maybe. Like we're getting some nice reactions off the daily right now. Like we're kind of consolidating right now out on the daily. The daily is literally like right here. Right here is the daily VWAP. And I do like how price is holding it, but again, we're wedged right now in between the daily VWAP and the New York VWAP. So in order for me to be fully confident in this long, and before I go like kind of like full risk, I need to see that candle closure through the New York, you know? Let's see if we can get it. Session is between them two. Yeah. But I think we can definitely find some buyers here though, you know? I'm going to add 3 more contracts into this maybe. Or you know what? No, let me add 2 more. No, I think I got to add 3. I think I got to add 3 without over risking. Because if that'll be 4 contracts total, I mean, this is how many points? Let's see. Let's calculate. My entry was 58.28 and a quarter. Right. My stop's down at 17. It's 11-point stop. Well, I like that. Oh yeah, this is good.
Order filled. Order filled.
And if we had 1 more, I think that'd be too much. Like if price comes back down a little bit, then we can definitely like add another one. But let's see. Here, we'll definitely, we may add another. Let's see. Just don't want to over risk. Yeah, let me not add another one. Because if I add 1 more contract, it may be a little bit over 250. And I don't want to risk anything more than $250 per trade. So let's just keep this how it is. And then now our entry, because we added in, our entry is like 31 1/3. So let's say 31 1/3. Okay. 14-point stop. I could make that stop a little tighter, to be honest. But we're essentially targeting the opening range high, essentially, right? So we're targeting what, 46? 46.50. That's what we're targeting. What I may do is I may just cover some positions at 46.50 to see if kind of want to continue higher. Or I might just take it. We'll see. We'll see how quickly price gets there. If we're just gonna kind of like go like with strength and like shoot up, then I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let it rock. But I like the longs. Is anyone in who's in a trade? Is anyone in a trade? Like this long looks really good. We did not retest that 1 hour fair value gap, but we did kind of like test a 15-minute fair value gap. So like if we're looking at, well, we can't see it here, but there is a 15-minute fair value gap. But I mean, if this closes back below the New York, I mean, it's not great, right? Which is why we're going to be a little bit reactionary. We're going to take 2 swings, and if we take 2 losses, then we're done. But let's see if we can get a winner. Whew. Look at that. Sellers just stepped in right there. Now buyers are stepping a little in right now. Yeah, that close below the New York VWAP is not great. Let's see how this next candle forms. I'm so confident in this trade. Let's see. We have $221 of risk on right now. In long after a break of the New York VWAP. Yeah, nice, Clay. Yeah, let's see. Let's just see how this trade plays out, man. Like I said, like I need to understand, like we still have the 1 hour fair value gap below us. Even though we are finding buyers right now because we do have a 15-minute fair value gap, we still have that 1 hour below us. So I mean, and we haven't touched that yet. And this 15-minute is not closing the way we'd ideally want it to. But this is basically the fair value gap right here. Like right here. This is where it started is. So we're inside the 15-minute fair value gap. And it's a very big fair value gap too. So, I mean, who knows where buyers are going to want to step in. It's just with my strategy, this is the spot that makes the most sense to get in long because we're at the daily VWAP. Until we take that daily VWAP, you know, if we take the daily VWAP, then I don't want to be my long anymore, right? But if I want to see buyers right now hold the daily VWAP, win this battle, and then move higher. That's essentially what I want to see. Dude, I didn't even get that order filled sound cue either, which kind of sucks. Like, why didn't I get that? I kind of like hearing that. I want to hear the order filled. Like, why aren't I? Why can I not hear that? All right, so we'll do max daily loss 500. Can't believe this is not set. I don't know why it's not set. And then yeah. So it's gonna lock us out automatically if we lose $500, which is nice. It's a nice feature to have. Hey Clay, do you know if Austin's in long too, or Austin or Evan? No, it's not complicated, Klitz. It's not complicated, brother. You know what really suck? I mean, you know what would really suck is if we just end up chopping today. Because if we look at like overnight, like we had some nice price action overnight, bro. You know, we had some really nice price action overnight. But let's see if we want to hold this or not. If we take an L on this trade, not the end of the world. It's all good. Come on, buyers. We need to just step in here. Like, the more like we consolidate here, it looks good. But my concern is that maybe price wants to break opening range low. And if that's the case, I mean, it's very likely for us to do that. Because I know, according to Edgeful, it's like there's a very high percent chance to where the side that was set last has the highest chance of being broken first, which makes sense. Like, if we set the opening range low, right, last, well, then price may want to break that side first because it's, you know, it's closer to that, right? We're closer to the opening range low, so it just makes more sense. But if we're trading with trend, you obviously want to look for longs, right? But again, we just don't know how deep this pullback, is going to be, you know? It could be right now to where buyers are loading up and they're ready to take price higher. It could be down here, right? Like, again, we just don't know. But if this daily VWAP cannot hold, I'm just going to take a little break, put a pause, and then we'll just find another spot to get in long. But we've been in drawdown pretty much for the majority of this trade. If I were to have put full size right here, I think I honestly would have already been out the trade, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Am I tripping? So that may be something that I should definitely consider. It's like, okay, maybe, yeah, I would have already been out the trade if I would have put full size there. So my mistake. And maybe this could be like a second entry right here, because now we're finding some buyers step in at the daily VWAP. You know what I'm saying? Evan is in long with a stop at opening range. Bet. Yo, if Evan's in long, we know. Okay, bet. Yo, Clay, you already know. If Evan's in the long too, bro, you know it's a good long then. Because that boy don't just take any trade, man. He takes clean setups. I think I'm going to add one more contract in this.
Order filled.
Oh, damn, I'm over leveraged. All right, that was my fault. I'm going to leave my stop. I am a little bit over leveraged, but it's fine. Pour me another drink. All right, so our entry is now adjusted at 30, 31. Dude, I really like this long, guys, because, like, real quick, let me go and switch the view. I look to go after breaking orb. Nice. Okay, so you're waiting for the orb break? That's what's up. I feel you, man. But what I'm looking at, like, just look how nicely the daily's holding, man. Like, I like to see that, bro. Whenever we're, like, holding the daily strongly like that, just like pattern recognition, like recognizing that these patterns repeat itself, and I don't know, I just like what I'm seeing, you know? So I am over leveraged on the trade. Like, I am, and I probably should not have added in one more contract, because now we're 280 when maximum I like to risk 250. But it does look like a good long, you know? So hopefully we can just get some continuation. Hopefully this isn't just sideways price action. 'Cause that would suck. That would be so boring for a first stream. But that's what I'm looking at, like, on TradingView. That's why I'm so confident and so convicted in this long. Getting back above New York, it's looking good. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we get back above New York. Right now, we're kind of like fighting, you know? We don't really have a winning side. We've just been kind of like sideways literally since 9:42. For the last 20 minutes, we've just been sideways. It's already 10 o'clock. Oh, China will be rewarded on tariffs for fentanyl action. China has agreed to stop certain drugs from crossing. Dude, okay, Daddy Trump is saying some stuff. Can we get some push higher? Yo, let's go. We got Daddy Trump on financial juice. Look at this. Agreement doesn't cover tariffs on cars, steel, aluminum, and pharmaceuticals. China agreement doesn't include pharma. Okay, I spoke to Tim Cook this morning. He will build a lot in the U.S. Nice. I will speak to China's President Xi at the end of the week, maybe. Okay. Okay, are we gonna get some juice? Doesn't look like we're getting any juice. Maybe the news needs to marinate a little bit. Come on, guys. Let's shoot for the stars, no? Let's shoot for the stars, man. All right, so Trump's awake. Trump's awake, y'all. Let's see if we can get some push, man. Let's see if we get that nice Trump push. Come on, Trump. Say something that's gonna like really just send us to the moon, man. Say like, I don't know. Say something, bro. Say something that'll send us to the moon. But that phenol, I don't think I can say that. I gotta be careful what I say on YouTube. But that phenol, okay, we're tapping back in profit. Yo, this candle looks like if you're looking to take a breakout of the New York VWAP, this is the candle that you want to see, because look how strong that is. This is what I like to see. Like if we're ripping through this level, okay, and let's see some continuation. Let's see if we got continuation. So for anyone who's looking to take a New York breakout, this could possibly be an entry signal for you right now to get in a trade. Let's see if we can keep up with that continuation. If we just come right back down, I mean, that kind of sucks. But let's see. The 15-minute, let's see how the 15-minute looks. It's alright. It's not the best, not the worst. It's kind of concerning because these bars are kind of like stacking. But the market has only been open for a good 36 minutes. We still got plenty of time. We're chilling. We're all good. No worries, ladies and gentlemen. We are A-okay. We chilling. But we're fairly close to profit now, so we have been in drawdown. Wow. Like literally since being in this trade, we've been in drawdown. It's kind of, it would be a little frustrating and concerning if buyers can't step in here. Like this is where we need buyers to step in. I don't want to go right back in a drawdown. Like at that point, I would definitely consider maybe cutting the trade and just kind of like seeing if I can get back in maybe later on. Because again, we're in profit, right? We took the trade down here, profit, drawdown. Okay, now we're back at break even. We're back at our entry. And if we go back in a drawdown, bro, I'm might as well just like kind of like cut the trade. But it looks good. It looks good. Is anyone else in the trade? Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? It was most difficult under those episodes. Damn, dude, this was such a nice breaking candle of like the New York VWAP, but it's just again like you don't have that follow through, bro, which is just annoying, man. It's so annoying. Like it's so nice when we have this break and then the next candle is just like face ripper, bro. Like I still see the long, like we can still see structure, like we can still see higher low, right? Like we're seeing some structure being built on the 2-minute, which is nice. You know, that's really nice to see for our longs, but let's see, man. Let's see. I was but closed after some profit. Okay, nice. So you're up green on the day? That's what's up, man. Yeah, honestly, dude, like if I would have went in, dude, full size when I originally took that position, I should have honestly been a little bit more convicted. And this is where you guys are gonna see me again. Like I said, I've been like I'm approaching 2 years of trading, right? So like I'm still a baby in this game, bro. I don't like this. I don't like how price is like reacting right now. But if I would have just been in full off the daily VWAP, I literally would have been out of the trade by now. I would have been up 200 and something bucks, chilling, not been stuck in this chop right now, you know. And that's just something I have to kind of get better at as a trader, of just being more consistent. Of like, okay, if am I gonna take this trade off the daily? Okay, if I'm taking it, just take the trade. You know, I did get in a filler position, and because I got in a filler position, I added into a position later on. I'm still in the trade. You know, but am I only just saying that because we're in drawdown and we're just kind of moving sideways? Maybe. I do like how we're making like a nice higher low, and we're holding the daily. That gives me some confidence. But again, I would much prefer for these trades to kind of like work out quickly. I don't like sitting in chop, especially in drawdown. I mean, that kind of sucks. If we're chopping in profit, all right, it's not too bad, but you know, we're down 80 bucks. So it's just not fun seeing red, you know. But again, we got to think long term, guys. One loss is not gonna break our trading career. One win is not gonna make our trading career, right? It's a series of decisions throughout a long period of time that's gonna determine whether you're successful in this industry or not. You know? So let's be consistent, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's be consistent. Let's make some money. Let's lose some money. Let's learn. Let's grow. Let's develop. Ooh, what's happening in profit? It's happening in profit. Yo, let me just put on like 15 micros and let's just balls to the wall, baby. Let's go. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I don't know. It's like I'm playing. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. All right, but we're in the green. We're up 15 bucks. Let's go. Let's go. If we want to make our 1R would be at 45. All right. But if price wants to give us more than that, then I mean, hey, we're not gonna deny it. We're not gonna deny some extra cheese. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have, let's say, well, market sell order right here. We'll take some profits at 45, maybe depending on how fast we get there. And then we'll just like leave our runner, I guess, for opening range high. I guess we'll just like have that. But I may adjust like my take profit and everything. Price action does look good. Like I said, we're respecting the daily VWAP. We're building some structure. If we look at, let's see. If we look at trading view, this is what my trades marked up, right? We're building structure. We have the higher low on the lower time frame. We're respecting the daily VWAP. The 15-minute is looking really good right now. If we're looking at the 15-minute, this looks like a really solid higher low. Clearly, buyers stepped in here. We're respecting the daily VWAP. We're inside of 15-minute fair value gap. We have this 1 hour fair value gap below us that we never tested yet. But we're back in profit. So let's see if price just wanted to kind of like touch that 15-minute fair value gap and then kind of move a little bit higher. But let's see. Let's see, guys. Let's see what price action does. We're not going to get too excited. We're going to really see what price action wants to do. We're in the green. We're in the money. Let's see. I think the halfway point, let's see, from 31 to 45, that's 14, so it'd be 7, so we'll be maybe 38. Right, so with halfway is right here. So it may be a good idea for me to lock my stop at break even at once we hit 38. Let's see though. Let's see. I want to see us break this structure. If we need to break this this structure right here. If we can break past 38 and 39, that's really good. Right? If we find some resistance up there, then that's obviously not good, right? Let's see what we can get, guys. Like I said, we'd be at the halfway mark at 38. We're at 36 right now, so we need 2 more points. Is anyone else in a trade right now? Oh, let's go. I think top one just Nas 100. All right. What are you in? What are you in on Nas, bro? What are you in on the Nasdaq? You in long? What does Nas look like actually? Let me see what the Nas looks like. Oh, dude, Nas is looking good, bro. Dude, Nas and ES look exactly the same, bro, which is crazy. Look, let's where you guys can literally take the same trade off Nasdaq. Nasdaq on the right side, ES is on the left side, guys. I mean, you can literally take the same exact trade off Nasdaq. Take the bounce off the daily VWAP. Literally, like, you're in profit. You're definitely in profit, bro. As soon as you see buyers, like this price consolidates here on the Nasdaq, and as soon as you see this kind of like nice push, you get in long right there. You're in profit right now. Dude, Nas looks really good. Nas looks really good, man. What's Bookmap look like? I don't know, brother. I deleted Bookmap. All right, so we're at 0.5R right now. I don't want for this trade to come back down on me. So I'm locking profit. We're risk-free on the trade, everyone. Risk-free on the trade. Now let's see if we can get some continuation to the upside, man. Come on, let's get that 45, bro. Let's get that 45. It would suck if price comes back down, taps me out of break even, and kind of goes higher, but we'd get back in. I'm not going to let that go without me. Like, I still see the thesis of the trade is still valid, right? So let's see. Like I said, remember, we need to break this structure. If we can get past this structure, that's going to look really good, right? But we know we can find some resistance here. That's totally fine. All right, and so are we breaking through it? Come on, let's get into the 40s. Let's take the 40s. Hey, Clay, is Evan still in this trade? Come on, baby. We just need 45. 45. We got opening range high at 52 and a third. Come on. Come on. Let's push. We got 1, 2, 3 consecutive bullish candles on the 2-minute. 5-minute looks great. The 15-minute also looks spectacular as well. See if we can get that continuation, guys. Long, it will hit TP. EV has clarity with charts. What do you mean EV? What is that? We're in risk free on this trade. We can't lose any money. We will only make money. If we need to get back in, we will. That's all. That was also a really hard ES broke high of day. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. You know what? Let me anchor that. High of day of New York session, right? I mean, that's essentially. It's basically the New York. Are you talking about high of day of like New York VWAP or like electronic trading hours? Sorry, like high of day of like regular trading hours or regular trading or electronic trading hours. The EU will have to pay more for healthcare. Oh man. China Commerce Ministry. We had a meeting with foreign trade companies on Monday. Okay. Damn, bro. We're getting some news, bro. We're getting some news, man. Evan Dyer. Is Evan still in the trade, guys? I think so, but he doesn't have it on screen, and Randy isn't as well. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, electronic trading hours. Okay. So, what? You anchored it at the 706. So it's like at 58.63. Let's anchor that as well. Let me just see what you're looking at. Okay, yeah. So now we're okay. That's some good context to have on the charts. Yeah, I mean, if I honestly, if I was just full size, I'd already be out this trade. I'd probably be in a second trade right now. And we'd be up like 400. That's why you gotta have conviction, man. You gotta have confidence, you know? I definitely think by me taking that little teeny position, it's because there was a little doubt in my mind, you know? It's like, okay, is this level gonna hold? If it's not, then damn, am I being, you know? But dude, it's off the daily VWAP. It's consolidating. It looks great. We're within a key level, a nice 50-minute fair value gap. Come on, man. It's like it's a resistance that VWAP. Yeah. Hopefully we can get above it, man. Hopefully we can get above it and stay above it. Because I'm looking at it right now at TradingView. But if we don't, like I said, we're risk-free in the trade. We can't lose any money, so it's not the end of the world. It does look like some sellers are stepping in, but again, I think this. I'm just looking at this as like we're forming our higher low right now. This was our higher high, and now we're finding our higher low. And if I'm unlucky, I'll get tapped out, form a higher low, and then continue higher. At that point, I'll just get back in. But I see the structure. I see the higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? I can see the structure. We're respecting the daily VWAP. So let's see if price wants to tap us out or if we're going to get lucky and we don't get tapped out. And we might get tapped out. Yeah, we're going to get tapped out. It will be hard to fill that huge. Yeah, it will be hard, right? All right, so we just got tapped out. We're $2 in profit. I do want to get back in. So let's see. Yeah, we have a huge 15-minute fair value gap and a huge 1 hour fair value gap. I haven't been trading with fair value gaps long enough to really be like, oh yeah, this is what I'm looking, you know, oh, I like the huge fair value gaps or I like the small fair value gaps. Like I don't know. So I've been trading with fair value gaps for that long, so I'm just gonna like hold VWAP as my main indicator, you know? And then as I get more experience in fair value gaps, then I can, you know, obviously like make some sound decisions around that. But for now, I mean, I'm just going to stick with what I know, and that's VWAPs. Like, it's sideways, yes, but it's not like terribly sideways. Like, this is sideways price action, and it's kind of concerning. Like, dude, we're literally... The initial balance is literally about to be set, and we still have not broken out of the opening range. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's annoying. That's very annoying. If buyers step in here, we're going to get back in. We may get a higher price, but I mean, it's all good. All right, so buyers and sellers are fighting. They're fighting. They're trying to defend the New York VWAP. Sellers are trying to take the New York VWAP. But I liked how I manage my risk. I do like how I manage my risk. Because I'd be upset if, let's say, I don't have my stop locked at break even, and we made it all the way up to the 41s, and I just let it come back down, and it just falls more and more and more, right? Let's see. If I get in around here, stops at opening range low at 58.19, going for that 1R. Let's see. I may want to get back in here. I like how buyers stepped in here. Like I said, my entry price would be higher, but it's okay because we're managing risk. All right, let's go ahead and get in.
Order filled.
Perfect. Perfect on the risk. Perfect on the risk. And then we'll just kind of try to get our 1 hour. It's literally just starting opening range high. The only thing I don't like about this price action is that, again, we're sideways. We're still within the opening range. I mean, the initial bounce is literally going to be set in literally 6 minutes. Like, that's the thing I don't like about this. And if we lose this, I'm done. Like, I'm not trading this because, dude, we're sideways. I do see like the small structure that is being built, but I still don't like the sideways, bro. Like, we're already in an hour into the New York Open, and we're just still literally just trading. We're not trading. We're not even moving. I want to see some movement. Let me check how stocks are doing. Yeah, so stocks are looking pretty good-ish. Not really. Nvidia is just sideways. It's choppy. Tesla's choppy, sideways. Apple's actually getting some lift, which is nice. Apple's getting some nice lift. But damn, dude, see, these reactions are they just suck, dude. Yeah, today might be one of those days to where it's like, okay, just take a small loss and then just come back the next day, Yeah, because if we look at stocks, I mean, Nvidia is literally just sideways. It's below its New York VWAP right now. Tesla is above its New York VWAP, but it's ugly, dude. It's just sideways. Apple is actually it got some lift and it's moving higher. We can look at Amazon. Amazon too, kind of sideways. Google sideways. Meta. But like nothing's seriously moving though. Like that's the thing, bro. Nothing is like really moving. And then we have like Nvidia and Tesla moving lower. The SPY is sideways as heck. We have QQQ sideways. Everything's sideways, bro. Everything's sideways. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. We might get stopped out here, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. It's all right. I do like the trades that I took, bro. I can't be mad at the trades I took. Like the trades I took were kind of nice. Like, longs off the daily. We would definitely be green on the day if I would have just got in full size when I got in here. Like we would have been already green on the day, right? And then we would have been green on the day if I, again, like took my second trade maybe here. 1 hour, But again, we live and learn. All I can do is like put these into my journal, note them down, so that way I can do better in the future, But 251 on the day, I mean, that's not bad at all. Tomorrow we make this back, maybe even find 2 trades. Like it's not the end of the world. Yeah. Right now we may break the opening range low. That's what it looks like it wants to do. We kind of like we took the dailies, which is not good. I might just cut this trade. Yeah. Just let it stop me out.
Order filled.
There we go. All right. So we're stopped out. We're down 251 on the day. We tried 2 attempts long. One at break even. Definitely could have managed that trade a lot better, if I'm being completely honest with myself. And then the re-entry just sucks. We just didn't get any follow through. But it's all good. It happens. It's part of trading. It's a part of trading. All right, so we have those trades marked up. I'm going to be adding those to my journal here in a little bit. Let's just kind of see what price is doing. But yeah, I'm stopped out, guys, as you can see on my top step. We're down 251. I kind of do want to be done. I think I'm going to be done for the day. And then we'll just come back tomorrow. I'm just going to accept that like loss. We're down red. That sideways is this sucks. Just is really ugly, bro. It took us an entire like hour just to break a side of the opening range. Like whenever that happens, bro, that sucks so bad. But let's see if buyers want to step in anywhere around here, or if we're just gonna continue lower. Like I said, if we're looking at the higher time frame, it kind of does make sense that that sellers are stepping in, because I mean, if we're looking at the 1 hour, I mean, again, like we just made a higher high, you know. We need to give buyers a break. It needs to make a pullback to allow buyers to reload, refuel, and then for there to be more interest to the upside, you know. So it does make sense. Like again, it's hard to say the exact spots where, okay, here's where the pullback's going to happen, and then from here it's going to go higher. Like, you don't know that, right? All we can do is just try our best and see where we can get in. And we were wrong, you know? In the long term, we were wrong. We didn't pick our spot was incorrect, you know? But again, we bought off of the daily VWAP, which is great, you know? It's great. Just unfortunate that the trade didn't work. It's all good. But now we're getting that pullback to the 1 hour fair value gap. Oh, it's a huge gap though, bro. I don't know if I like big gaps like that. It's hard. It's hard to trade off big gaps. It's really hard to trade off big gaps. But let's see what stocks are doing. Stocks right now, we have the SPY down here. SPY's moving lower. Let's take Apple. We have Nvidia moving lower. Tesla cracking lower. It just still looks ugly, bro. Price action today just looks terrible. All right, so let's check Amazon. Amazon's just sideways. Yeah, bro, these stocks are just bad, man. Like, yeah, stocks are green, dude, but I mean, it's only because stocks gapped up like crazy. Like Apple gapped up, Tesla gapped up, Nvidia gapped up, right? So like you have to be careful about that as well. Like even though stocks are green, like you have to see, okay, why are they green? You can't just like look at this and be like, oh, they're green, let me buy. VIX is down 10%. But again, it's because like we gapped up like crazy. But yeah, is anyone anything? Pranav, you said ES trying to make support on the daily VWAP. Yeah, but it broke through it, brother. It closed through it. We are closed through the daily. We ripped through it on the 2 minute. You know, on the 15-minute too. It's like what sucks is that, dude, this 15-minute bar looked so good, bro. Especially when we stepped in at the daily. It's just, again, we didn't get any continuation, which sucks. You know? Like, I would take this long any day, though. Like, I can't be mad, bro. Like, if anyone was in that long, I strongly believe, like, you can't be mad. Like, it was a clean setup. Just didn't work out, which is a part of trading. Like, we're going to be wrong. We have to accept that we're going to be wrong. We just got to manage risk. We can't go off the rails, you know? But, yeah, I mean, that doesn't look good. That we just closed below. I guess a valid trade right now is if you guys wanted to take a mean reversion trade. I mean, could legit, as soon as this 2 minute candle closes, if it closes bullish, I mean, you could just be like this and then just trade from level to level, right? Just small scalps. You could easily do that. We have this level right here and then just trade to the dailies or the daily, the New York VWAP. But I am going to stay out. We took our L. We're all good. We took our L. We're all good, bro. We're all good. We're all good. We're all good. Let me show you guys my top 1 accounts. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. So 150K. Paused. Oh, I got to sign. So Top Step reset my 150K. I mean, not Top Step, but Top 1 reset my 150K account. So we have this one starting from fresh. And the reason why they reset it was because of the rule change they had, and for people who bought their accounts like after a certain point or before a certain point, they gave you like a free reset if you were a certain amount in drawdown, and I was like down $2,000 on the account, so we got a free reset, which is nice. We're just gonna preserve these accounts, not touch them, not mess with them, leave them alone, you know. But yeah, yeah, I like, that's one thing I'm kind of finding out is like it's really hard for me to go long if we just made a higher high in the higher time frame. Like looking at the 1 hour again, like here, let's go back to the 1 hour. If we're looking at the 1 hour, like, dude, it's so hard to go long, bro, when we just made a higher high like this, you know? So maybe I can like add that in the future towards my discretion as I see that more and more of like, okay, where are we sitting at in terms of like the higher time frame? What's going on? What's happening, right? We just made a higher high. Do I know where price is going to want to make a higher low? I don't. It could literally come right here, all the way down here. Like, we really don't know where price wants to make a higher low. So if I am going to take a long in these conditions, maybe I should be a lot more aggressive. Maybe I should, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's a Monday. I don't want to do anything too crazy. I'm already down on the day. I literally took 2 attempts, long right here, and then another long right here. This long got stopped at a break even for $2 in profit, and this trade we lost. We're down 251 on the day. So let's see. I just don't like how like buyers are not having like strong follow through, bro. And that kind of like just tells me like price isn't ready maybe to kind of go long. We're testing that 1 hour fair value gap though, which is nice. So we could see buyers step in here, right? But I just don't know, man. It's just not clear, you know? I feel like if I'm like, if I'm going to take a trade here, I feel like I'm just forcing it on a day to where price action isn't incredibly easy. Because if we look at like previous days, like other days, bro, like there's days to where price action was so much easier, bro, to where like it's just easy, right? And today it's just not one of those days. So I'm not gonna go crazy. You said Orange Fan said, does the 5 minute have a decent fair value gap going on? I don't know. Let's check, bro. Let's check. Not really. I mean, you have a bearish fair value gap right here on the 5 minute. Right? So if you're looking for longs, I mean, you would look for this 5 minute fair value gap to inverse. And then after that, you would look for bullish fair value gaps. That's how TJR basically trades, I guess. But not really. I mean, there's nothing that's screaming that bulls are in control now. It just kind of looks like that we're just going to like keep on sinking lower until we can find buyers. If we're looking at stocks, dude, you know, like I said, stocks looks ugly. Tesla's actually now starting to crack lower. Nvidia is starting to crack lower. Tesla's just sideways. Apple is now becoming sideways, bro. Everything just looks sideways, man. It's just not a good price action day, guys. If you want some, like, my advice, my opinion, whether you're taking a trade or not, I'd just sit on my hands just because the market's fairly choppy right now. We chopped here, sunk lower, and now it looks like we're chopping here. Again, this isn't really a nice trend day. Like, this is a good trend, you know? I make my money off trends, not off chop, you know? On choppy days like this, you kind of just want to wait, let the day play out. Once you have like your, okay, like we have support down here, resistance up here. Once you understand the levels that price is trading in on that day, then maybe you could just like buy low, sell high, right? But again, I'm just gonna chill. We've only had an hour of price action in the New York Open, so there's no reason for me to kind of just go like gun slinging. You know what I'm saying? That's worth a like. Yes, sir. Like, you mean like the video or like the stream or something? Like, is that what you mean? But yeah, I mean that's that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't know, man. I just feel like if longs were in, oh, nice, thank you, man. Appreciate that, bro. If longs, like for example, if we go back here, bro, you see on the 5 minute chart right here, you see this nice fair value gap, right? And you see how we're like inversing these bearish fair values right here. This is where you're like, all right, bet, dang, dude, okay, nice. We have fair value gap right here. We're inversing those fair value gaps, right? That's where you're like, okay, nice. Longs are in play, right? Bada bing, bada boom. But it's just choppy, bro. Like, look, we're sideways, man. Look how sideways we are, dude. It's just not. Like, I don't like that. You know? We may be finding the higher low here. Like, we could be finding a higher low here. You know? I don't know. It's just the price action just does not look pretty, man. I don't want to get induced by this price action because even if price comes back up, like, it can still chop, man. It can still chop. If you did want to take a long, I guess the good long idea would be like on the lower. Let's go to 2 minute. Is if we break out above, you can get on off the retest. I would not take the first breakout, dude. I would not take that because you could get screwed. The price could literally just fail or break out and just come back lower. Like, you don't know. Like, I would wait for price to break out, break this structure, cool. Now, because we already broke the opening range low. Come back down, retest, and then go higher. That, like, if that happens, I'd get in. I'd maybe get in for a second long there. But I need for this price action right here to be taken out, for price to pull back. Like, I don't know. It's just not it's just not an easy day, bro. Like, we can literally, like, there's so many days to where I bet, like, a lot of us can probably, like, reflect and be like, yeah, there's just, like, days to where price action is incredibly easy, to where it's almost, like, effortless. And there's just days like this to where it's a bit more tough because you just don't know where buyers are going to step in, or if sellers are just going to step in, or if you're being induced and faked out or trapped or whatever, you know? But like I said, buying off of, like, if you guys, took that long off of this level down here, you have the 1 hour fair value gap as well. You have some nice structure here, right? You would be almost at 1 hour. You just trade from level to level, from this level down here to the daily, and you could cover some profits here. I would definitely lock your stop at break even if you guys are in the trade on this trade right now. Definitely lock the stop. Maybe cover some profits depending. Let's see how price reacts right now. It looks really good to where you can, like, maybe hold it till the New York. But that's a trade idea, you know. That's definitely a trade idea if you want to, like, take a, like, mean reversion trade. That's definitely a good trade idea right there. But we're just gonna stay on stream for a little bit longer to see if we do get that breakout and then retest maybe, and then we could possibly try for a second long. But I'm also kind of just tempted to just kind of, like, call it a day, just be down 251 because again, I don't like trading this type of price action. I don't mind missing out on a long later on. Like, I don't mind that, you know. Especially when I know tomorrow could be possibly a far better price action day. Like, this may be the pullback that we need, right? This may be a really great pullback day, you know, a day to where we just, like, pull back, develop some structure, and then tomorrow we have more clarity, right? Or even going on later on into the week, we have more clarity. But the 1 hour is having a nice reaction, you know. We're pulled back to that 1 hour fair value gap. We found buyers. Now this candle, 1 hour candle, seems to be flipping. We have 16 minutes left in this 1 hour candle. It looks good for longs. Oh, what the heck? Why does it do that? It looks really good for longs. But again, just finding that right spot is key. You see, like, right here, like, you see how sellers are kind of, like, stepping in here a little bit. That's why you need to cover your profits at levels. You need to cover your profits at levels. You need to. But anyone in anything? Is anyone in trade? Anyone flat? Like, what are we doing? How are we doing on the day? I'm down 251 on the day right now. Anyone on X take a trade? Clay, how you doing? Did you take a trade, brother? Like I said, this is just me personally, bro. I would not take this New York breakout trade. I personally would not. If you want to get in long, you would definitely have to get in long down here, right? And then your justification for this is that, okay, you're bouncing off of the 1 hour fair value gap and also a key level that we marked off at 58.10 from a lower high, I believe, that we had. Where's this level from? Yeah, so it's a higher low right here. So that's your justification, I guess, if you want to go long, like all the way down here. You could have definitely gone. This looks like a good long, but again, it's tough because the daily and the New York VWAP is just so close, bro. It's just so close. You know, but it would be a very quick trade. Like you'd already be out of the trade by now. I'm up 99 on combine. Okay, $99. Nice, man. What is it? A 50K combine or like a whatchamacallit? Like what type of what size combine is it? Also tonight, 50K, nice, man. Is it with Top One, Top Step, Tradeify, or probably Top Step, right? Because you're calling it a combine. I'm pretty sure Top Step's the only firm that calls their evaluations combines. Top One, oh, nice. That's what's up, man. That's sick, bro. Yeah, do you like Top One, man? Like, how do you like trading with their firm? Like, I think it's pretty similar to trading with Top Step, bro. Because like you're using the Project X platform, you know. That's why I really like Top One. Is because like they have instant funding accounts and you can trade with the Project X, you know. But most importantly, bro, like their support is like really good. Like their support is really good. And they have fast payouts. So that's why I like them. I use Top Step. I like Top One better. They have little things I like. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's what's up. Sorry about my dog, guys. Sorry if you guys can hear my dog. Down 259, not taking anything else yet. Nice, gotcha. Yeah, man, like Clay, you and I talk about this, right? Like, you know, like, dude, today is not an easy price action day, bro. Like, literally, we are at the same exact price level at 58.32 as we were once the opening range was set, bro. It's not an easy price action day. It's not an easy day to make money. You know? So, like, being down 259 on the day, bro, that's not bad at all. You know? It's not bad at all. I'm tempted to just call it a day and just come back tomorrow. Because it'd be a huge kick in the face for price, bro, to, like, freaking break out, fake us out, and then just, you know what I'm saying? Like, and as we get later on in the day, I'm just less tempted to trade. Like, after 11, bro, I don't want to take a trade, bro. After 11:30, I ain't taking a trade. Because I don't trade well during those types of hours, man. But, Orange fan, dude, you know, like, also another thing I like about Top One, bro, is, like, if you buy an account with them, you get access to, like, their, like, academy. And you have, like, a bunch of people like Joey Morgan, the Strong Trader Tanner, Austin, Evan, Thomas. Like, you have all these guys who have honestly have been trading way longer than I have been, right? Thomas has probably been trading for like 3 years now. Homie, now he's like able to be a full-time trader, which is awesome for him, man. All those guys, they have educational content with Top One. So that I like that they have that academy. The only thing I wish that Top One would do is to start streaming under their own brand and developing their own brand on YouTube. I feel like that would be really great for their firm. I think it'd be really good in terms of PR. And it'd also give them a chance to just show people like, hey, this is who we are as a firm, and this is what we kind of care about, you know? Because, dude, the only firm that freaking streams is Top Step, bro. Like, I don't even know other firms that stream. I know Tradeify, they're trying to build out their thing, but they haven't even started. They've been trying to build that out for such a long time now, and I don't even think, like, it doesn't take that long, bro. Like, for months, they've been, like, posting job applications, you know, to try, like, a streaming producer, a streaming person, you know? I would like if firms develop their own community and, like, you know, stream. Like, dude, we're in the YouTube era, my guy. Like, you have to be streaming, you have to be making content. If you're a firm and you don't make content, bro, dude, you're fumbling the bag hard. I like the 1 day pass ability, no 50% bit. Yeah, dude, yes. Yeah, I like that too, man. You know, like, if it's my first time passing a combine, I should not be slinging, going guns blazing, right? But if you have passed a few combines before, let's say you passed 1 or 2 combines, okay, then yeah, now you can like try to, okay, let me go hard, let me go a little harder, you know what I'm saying? Let me try to pass this drone as fast as I can, so that way you can get to the funded stage. Because once you pass combines, once you get that confidence that, hey, I can pass combines, I'm good, I can pass combines, then you got to be like, okay, payout. Right. For example, for me, I legit have 6 funded accounts, 4 active funded accounts, and then 2 inactive funded accounts. So I have 6 tries to get my first payout. I'm no longer trading combines until I need to. Right. Right now, I'm trading these funded accounts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my first payout. We're gonna get some money out of this market. You know. I might not pass it in one shot, but I don't want to limit a win. For sure. You know what like today may not be the day to like try to get that like 2R, because I know with the 50K for top 1, you need to make 3K. You can your max end of day drawdown can be no more than like 1,200. So if you want to pass it in 1, you would need to make 2R, and if I'm just thinking like in this market that we're in right now, to where we're just sideways, we're at the same exact price to where we were at 946, I would not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would just be chilling, you know? But if we're in a nice trending day and price action is pretty easy, then you can be like, hell yeah, bro, I'm gonna put on 2R. Bang, boom, 1 day pass. Let's get it. Right? Because that's how I passed mine, you know? I passed, like, both these top step combines through just trending days, like only trading trend days. There's days where I didn't even trade these accounts, right? And now they're both XFAs. I don't have any more combines under top step. I have 2 XFAs, 1 active, 1 inactive. I've passed 3 combines, still no payout either. I'm less than a year in, so I'm not worried. Oh, dude, that's awesome, bro. Dude, in August, I'm going to be 2 years in. And, I mean, let's just say for the first year, I wasn't wasting my time, but I had no idea what I was doing. And then I found Austin, started learning how to trade from him, joined the Black Shirt Club, and then got coached by Evan in Austin. Graduated from the Black Shirt Club, still only had 1 past evaluation under my belt, and I honestly got lucky on that one. Once I graduated, I enrolled in their elite program, stayed for another month or 2. And then literally in February, that's when things kind of like really started to kind of like turn around. I passed like 2 evaluations, got 2 funded accounts, burnt them both, had to start all the way from ground zero, and now worked my way back up to where I now have 6 funded accounts. You know what I'm saying? 2 of them are instant funded though. So I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. Like 2 of them are instant funded, but 4 of them are evals that I passed. Like those are, I earned that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So 4 things that I actually like earned through hard work, and just like 2 instant funded accounts. So, but that's what's up, man. Yeah, no, dude, let's get this payout, bro. Hey, like, you know, I'll try to help keep you accountable, bro. If you just like tell me like kind of your guidelines and rules. And you guys can try to keep me accountable as well. You know, we can all help each other out. But what I'm going to say is, on choppy days like this, for me personally, one way you guys can keep me accountable is by just being like, yo, don't trade when price action is like this, okay? wait for some structure to be developed. When structure is proven to be developed, like I said, I need nice, clear, pop higher, retest, and then get in. I can get in on that, right? But not if we're just gonna kind of like stay sideways all day. I don't want to trade that. Like those are my conditions for today, and I'm kind of tempted to just like call it a day. So we're probably gonna end stream here in a couple minutes. But again, like if you guys would like for me, you know, because like again, like I want to kind of like build a nice community to where we can like help each other out. Let's help keep each other accountable. You know, for people in chat, tell me what rules you guys would like, and I'll check in with you guys, you know, on a day-to-day basis. And I'll try to remember the rules as best I can, and then you know we'll help keep each other accountable, man. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna end stream here in like maybe 6 minutes. At 11 o'clock, I'm gonna go and like just call it. I have a video dropping today to where I'm going over basically the strategy that I use, trading with VWAPs and levels. But let's just recap on the day. Because once you guys watch my video tonight, that's releasing at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then, you know, as you guys watch my stream, if you guys enjoy me, you know, watching my streams, you guys would understand what I'm looking for, right? So just recapping on the day, we're taking along off of the daily VWAP, okay? One thing that I need to not ignore is that what do we have at 58.37? We have a level, okay? And if you look on the hourly chart, where did this level come from? Okay, so it's a very recent level, bro, to where sellers stepped in previously. So we need to expect that we may have some resistance here, all right? So if I'm going to take a trade here, dude, I need to be out by the time we hit this level. So just off that sheer fact, I either need to get a really good fill price down here or I don't trade at all. I think by me entering like a smaller filler position and then adding in and then averaging my cost right here, it screwed me. Because if I would just like get in full right here, stop at 58.17, 1R is literally right here. Boom, I'm getting out at that level, okay? Same thing. If you get in here, great fill price, you get out at that level, whether you made 1R or not, bro. You have to react. And I didn't do a good job reacting today. I kind of like ignored that level and just like tunnel vision on what's below us. And I wasn't really paying attention to, okay, like what type of resistance do we have above us, right? And so in my notes, in my trade journal, I'm going to put that in, right? And I'm going to start sharing my trade journals on Twitter. So if you guys want to follow me on X, please feel free to follow me on X. But that's one thing I could have done a lot better today. I could have had better fills, which I need to just be more convicted in my setup, in my thesis. And I can't ignore what's above us. I cannot only look at the good. Oh, what information do I have that's telling me that this is a good trade, right? I also have to look at the information that I have. Is like, okay, maybe what is working against me in this trade, you know? And the only thing that was working against me is, again, this level right here, this resistance. And we're clearly finding resistance because even look at it now. Dude, we rejected it 1, 2, 3 times. Right now, we're rejecting it. Look at that. Look at that rejection, guys. So we know 58.37 is a price level that we want to pay attention to. So if we want to look for longs going on later in the day, we need to break past 58.37, turn that into support. Then we can expect some nice, easy long continuations, right? We can expect some nice longs to the upside. But until we break above that 58.37 level, bro, personally, longs are really tough, okay? So that's kind of like my reflection on the day. And that's how I trade levels and VWAPs, guys. I mean, you guys saw me, made a mistake. I'm trying to correct my mistake now, so that's where I'm looking at. But yeah, I mean, it's very simple. Like, again, I have a video releasing today. If you guys want to kind of like learn how I do levels, I would love some feedback. Like I said, guys, I'm not some expert. I haven't been trading for like 5-10 years. I'm literally approaching 2 years in August. And I only started consistently trading since like April last year, right? So it's literally been like a whole year, 1 year of like consistently trading like every single day. And then before that, like I would have work, I would have other businesses. Like I used to be a YouTuber for a game called Valorant, so I used to be like a gamer. That literally was like my full-time job. So like I would trade, you know, for fun whenever I could. But dude, I feel it. I feel myself getting better, you know, and I'm ready to get a payout, bro. I think I'm ready to get a payout. I know I'm ready to get a payout, not I think, you know. I just got, again, over time, just learn these lessons, be disciplined, not to repeat mistakes over and over again, and eventually I'll get a payout, bro. You know, keep emotions in check. Don't have too high expectations. I can't be like, oh, I want to retire next month or I'm going to make $1 million by the end of the year. Like, bro, come on. You know? Yeah, it's a long-term journey, bro. Any trader will tell you that. It's a long-term journey. But so Clay says, yeah, this price action is terrible. I'm going to wait and see what this move here is going to do. Probably calling it a day as well. Yeah, Clay, I mean, just take what I said in consideration, bro. That we can literally clearly see that 58.37 has been rejected 3 times already. You know what I'm saying? 3 times. Oh, hell yeah, brother. We do. You and I both, brother. You're going to pass the combine, and then you're going to get a payout, bro. I'm telling you, dude. And then when I move down south, closer to you, we're going to hit up a bar. You know what I'm saying, brother? We're going to have a great time, man. But I'm really excited, bro. But I'm going to text you, Clay. And for everyone else, we're going to call it here. Have a great day. If you guys want to give me any feedback on how I can like improve the stream or make it even better, just let me know. Tomorrow's stream is gonna start at the same time, 9:15, and I'm gonna have some music. I just gotta kind of get that set up so I don't get like copyrighted. But yeah, guys, I mean, have a great day. Keep it tight. Keep it small. We have the entire month ahead of us. We have the entire week ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're down red on the day, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, have a great time. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out, Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts, or you know what I'm saying? Just peace out, bro. See y'all later.